It won't really affect much, but it'll affect the position. 3, 4, 5, 6 cars almost going to the wall. That's almost your entire field. There's a car sideways back in the pack. P10's getting bumped around. Huge contact. They're still wrecking. This car freaks around. KC's around. What's up, guys? Guy01 here, and welcome to the NASCAR Racing League Cup Series, the regular season finale at Mount Panorama. I will say, I have to explain something before we get into the racing bit of this. We are cutting out a lot of the racing from this, mainly because it took a long time, and a couple of videos ago I told you that we were trying to make the videos shorter so we can get more out to you. So we're going to show you a little less than the second half of this stage, but we must tell you that the racing that we've seen at this racetrack has been great today. We've had at least 3 green flag pit cycles, a lot of lead changes, a lot of stuff happening. It's been great to watch. We're not cutting this out to try to make you guys see less, but we got to keep these videos at a certain length. We got a new up-and-coming rookie in the track. We saw him a lot at Alsace, and now he's racing a different 4-car here today. Winner of Stage 1 was P10, the winner of Stage 2 was Flutter. And as you can recall, last time we were at this racetrack, Car Freak not only swept the race, but he swept the race when he had a race car that was 3 seconds slower than the leader. The only way he won that race is because the fastest car on the track, which was Gator in the 18, which you see him on the front row, he had an opportunity to bump and run the 14, and he just didn't do it. He didn't do it enough. Alright, these cars are coming to the restart zone. Let's get to racing, shall we? NASCAR Racing League Cup Series regular season. The finale to the regular season, as Car Freak has already locked up that title, so once he finishes this race, it will be official. P10 gets a great restart off of that straightaway. KC's coming off his best race and his first legit win in this league. P10, huge contact into the wall. Gator goes by for the lead with KC right behind him. Terrible hit for that rookie, but now these drivers are racing really hard for the lead. KC gives him a little bump, not going to be enough to get up there to do something now. Also, something worth mentioning that Chip Ganassi is fielding 2 cars now after the 42 got the win last week. And looks like caution is out. It's either for that wreck with P10 or something else might have happened. We'll take this time to lightly explain how the length of these videos, it will affect how we show these races, but it's not going to take anything away from the quality of the race and all of that. These drivers are out here every week racing their everything. And with this being the regular season finale, you know, we've seen some of the most green flag racing we've seen all season. That would just take a long time to show, but we might still show it. I'll say that. We might still show some of it. Alright, we'll get these cars lined up for the restart. Cars are getting lined up for the restart, and your leader is that second Ganassi car in the field today, that 1 car. After how much success Ganassi had last week, it's no surprise that they're going to try to field a second car this week. Coming around the straightaway, you can see we got 8 cars in the field this week. That's always great to see. Green flag is back out, 11 laps to go. We must say that basically all of the drivers that are racing to get into the playoffs, they're basically in, but a couple of positions could change after this race. It won't really affect much, but it'll affect the position. 3, 4, 5, 6 cars almost going to the wall. That's almost your entire field. There's a car sideways back in the pack. P10's getting bumped around. Huge contact. They're still wrecking. Are they going to throw a caution for that? How can they not? The 24 is still hammered down coming through the S's. There's no caution. Okay, I will stay green after that. Sure. Car Freak moves up to 3rd. Flutter fell back a little bit off of the lead. Flutter fell back a lot from the lead, actually. BZ racing that 24 Airs car. He's back to the lead of another race. Your winner from Northern Iowa and Alsace this season, Casey is coming to chase down that 24 car going into the straightaway. Car Freak is chasing him down. Car Freak has found some speed today. The race that he ran earlier this season at this racetrack, that is in the past. He got a sweep, but his car was slow. His car is anything but slow today. Driving that car that he debuted at Allsace, it's more than likely going to be a playoff car this season. The Demo Day Haas car. KC is starting to fall back a little bit off the 24. Needs to get up there and chase. BZ gets really loose, and there goes Casey around for the lead. 10 laps to go. Defending winner from last week, trying to go back-to-back. Now your leader. Big hit from BZ. Now Car Freak's going to go around for second. And here comes his teammate back there in the 4 car. Great move there by Car Freak, but BZ got way off of the track and he fell back to 5th. Not sure if there was any contact from Car Freak, but wow. Car Freak is all over the bumper of KC. He wants to go. He didn't win either of the first 2 stages, but he's still willing to try to take the race. Both of these drivers have won a race before in this league at some point. KC's trying to get his 3rd win all time. And Car Freak actually got 2 wins last season, so he's actually trying to get his 12th win all time. Big contact between the leaders. Car Freak's around, KC's around. Car Freak goes off the track hard into the sand. All the way back to 6th place. And that will finally bring out a caution. However, a caution didn't come out for the restart, I'll never know, but they finally waved one now. That was huge contact at one of the worst spots. While we get these cars set up for the restart, here's a quick word from Happy Gilmore.
You think that's funny? I don't hear you laughing now!
And that was a quick word from Happy Gilmore. Cars are getting set up for the restart here as Car Freak is your new leader with 3 laps to go. KC is still in that front row. KC is running yet another great race. That Ganassi team has found something late in this season. They could be a very heavy hitter in the playoffs. Coming around to the restart zone. This is going to be one of the craziest restarts because this could be the last one. Green flag is out. Gator on Car Freak's bumper. Not giving him much of a push, but BZ's giving KC a push. This first turn has been hectic all day. Look at how close all these drivers are going into turn 1. Car Freak breaks really aggressive. He's going to go into the wall. There goes KC around for the lead. Gator goes around Car Freak for second. So does BZ. Car Freak goes back to 4th place. KC's going to take over a pretty good lead now. Car Freak gets into BZ. He's going to take over 3rd. BZ's still charging, though. Really aggressive racing for that 24 car. Gator wants redemption so bad. He knows how he messed up last time we were all here. Boy, Car Freak is really putting pressure on him. That is something we did not see all race last time. Last time we were here, Gator was in front of Car Freak almost the entire race, but Car Freak knew how to put his car where it was meant to be at the right time. Huge contact for BZ in the 24 in the back. P10 goes around, but BZ's going to take over 5th place from Flutter. Into the straightaway, all 3 leaders almost bumper to bumper. This could get really dicey. This turn coming up is one of the easiest turns to underbrake and send somebody off the track. Got to be really careful, especially with all these cars close together. Car Freak's going to look to the inside of Gator. Can he complete it? Here he comes. He will complete the pass on Gator for 2nd place. What a move by Car Freak. He has 1 driver to beat now to take the race, and he has 2 laps to do it. KC goes into the grass. Here comes Car Freak. Can he do it? Yes! Car Freak goes around for the lead. 2 laps to go at Mount Panorama. Defending winner of this track last time they were here. Car Freak was one of the biggest underdog stories going into today. probably the first time ever that a driver that swept a track was viewed as an underdog the next time they went to that track. Laps are winding down. Car Freak is hoping that a caution does not come out. He wants to ride this thing out. Everybody gets through the turns okay. Car Freak's not looking in his mirror. He is just listening to his spotter, hoping he does not hear that yellow is out. See Rowdy in the back. He's running really slow in that 3 car, just trying to stay with the pack. These drivers are getting really aggressive for second place. 2 of the rookies back there battling a points driver. Drivers are coming through the S-turns. Here comes Gator, almost to Casey's bumper, trying to get around him. Casey's into the wall. Casey holds his line, getting into the wall, but Gator and P10 both made their ways around him. Car Freak is so close. He's almost coming to the white flag. He just needs to get there first. See, these drivers are pretty spread out going to the mid of the pack. BZ is going around the turn. Lone Wolf gets really loose. Lone Wolf shoots across the track into 2 cars. Car Freak's coming through the last turn. The white flag is in the flag holder's hand, but yellow is out. Caution flag is out. Car Freak was half a straightaway away from taking the white flag. Word from NASCAR is that they will take this to a green-white checkered. Alright, the cars are getting set up for a green-white checkered. 2 laps to go once they get to the restart zone. Car Freak is your control car. Gator starting on the side of him. Isn't this ironic? The 2 cars that raced together last time they were here, now they're starting side by side on a restart. Gator wants revenge. Car Freak wants a repeat. Car Freak really aggressive. He's going to get into Gator's lane and block him. Car Freak has his choice of lanes going into turn 1. Can go to the outside a little bit. There he goes to the inside, trying to hold the lead. All the cars get off of that first turn very smooth. No one gets into the wall. Great job by all these drivers. Car Freak pulls out to a decent lead. Casey spins his tires going through that left-hander. Big battle for second place back there. KC, BZ, and Gator all together. BZ's going to get around for 3rd place. Don't count out that rookie back there, P10 in that Haas 4 car. You see Flutter way back in 7th. He led a big portion of this stage, but now he's just way near the back. Same deal for Car Freak. He does not want a caution. We mentioned this in the last video where he thinks that if he can escape from the pack, he can just drive away, and he might be able to do it right now. KC has really pulled out away from the 24 car. P10 is all over the bumper of that 24 trying to get around him. BZ's got to really defend that line because he's racing for playoff points. He's going to let him go. P10 completes the pass. He's going to go to 3rd place. BZ settles in 4th. Gator back there in 5th trying to get up to the lead. As we look up at the leader, Car Freak coming around the last turn. Will it happen this time? Yes, it will. White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Car Freak needs 1 perfect lap to get his 10th win. He's already locked up the regular season title. He will get that at the conclusion of this race. Casey's in 2nd trying to hunt him down. Here comes Gator. He's up to 3rd place now. He, more than anybody, would like to get up to Car Freak's bumper, but I really don't think he's going to be able to close up that much gap. Here comes Flutter in that 1 car. He's rebounded. He's up to 5th place. Gets into the wall a little bit. Hard contact. BZ's going to follow suit and also get into the wall. These 2 drivers right here, Flutter and BZ, they are the hardest ones racing for points right now. BZ currently holds 2nd place in points. Flutter's very not far back in 3rd. Side by side for 5th place. Flutter into the wall. BZ into the wall. Here comes Lone Wolf trying to get around. BZ wants to pass Flutter more than anything, but Flutter's driving away. And speaking of driving away, that's something that Car Freak is also doing up there in the lead. He's had a near flawless lap so far. He's actually gaining on Casey. He's driving away quite literally. Off the final corner, he can get comfortable on this straightaway. 3 turns away from getting the win today at Panorama. Flutter's really gapping BZ. BZ is not liking that. He might be able to still keep second in points, but he wanted to beat Flutter. Coming off the straightaway. 1 turn away for Car Freak. Car Freak coming around the last turn. And Car Freak is going to do it. 10th season win, and he is now your regular season champion for the NASCAR Racing League Cup Series. And he will also sweep this racetrack for the season. 10-time winner for this season. Stuart Haas in that 14 car. What a drive. As we show you right now, we're going to give you the points grid. We're going to give you the playoff bracket and show you what that's looking like. You see Car Freak is the leader up there with 10 wins. You got BZ, Flutter. Great drive by all of these drivers. And we will see you for the first playoff race at Miami.